Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading at number 885. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting the subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do decide to subscribe and stick around and support me, welcome and thank you very much. I actually forgot my water. 1 second. Maybe for someone watching this reading, water could be a significant element for you. The water signs in the zodiac are Scorpio, Pisces, and I believe Cancer. There could also be something significant here about forgetting something, or maybe someone, feeling forgetful. And I just burped, which is a sign for me about releasing someone or something. It's interesting in the context of forgetting someone or something. Forgive but not forget might be significant. Going ahead and interpreting number 885, number 8 for me is about releasing someone or something, walking away, letting go, finding acceptance, trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. It feels like whoever is watching this reading, there is guidance or encouragement to focus on this feeling of loss, not to dwell in it, but to really feel it and to understand it. And it feels like to also respect it, which is interesting. I wouldn't doubt that everybody watching this video has lost someone or something that is bringing them pain or suffering right now. And no matter what it is that you lost, there is deeper meaning. And I'm feeling like change is significant, but that makes sense considering the number 5 and 885, where for me that number is about literally change and transformation, changing on the inside, changing on the outside. It does feel like you're being called to move away from something emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and or physically. There is a transition here. I feel like your throat chakra could be significant in that there's also something here about using your voice and expressing yourself. The number 3 could be significant as well, especially, if you're trying to heal. It feels like in this loss, you need to understand what it means to use your voice in this context. It might not actually be about, using words. I feel like it's important for you to find a way to express yourself that allows you to feel and work through the grief, the pain. And like I said, there is well, if I didn't say it already, there is deeper spiritual meaning to the change, the loss, new beginnings that you are experiencing. And I can't tell you what it is because, a lot of the times in that phrase, trust that everything happens for a reason, you get to decide what that reason is. You get to define what it means to move forward, to keep going, to find closure. And, to say find closure really, really feels like it resonates. What reason, what spiritual reason would make it easier to find acceptance and to trust that this is in your highest good, in the highest good of the collective, in the long term? And sometimes if we don't know the reason, it's all just about trust. And I know that can be really, really hard, but what really makes it not hard to just trust is those experiences that you did have where the reason was clear and pure. I think it's important to remember that. What the universe, your spirit guides, have shown you, have proven to you already. Specifically for those of you who may not understand the reason behind what you're going through, the deeper spiritual reason. But adding up these numbers, 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 5 is 21, 2 plus 1 is 3. I literally said the number 3 might be significant, and here it is, which is about communication and self-expression and healing, like I already said, growing and expanding. I feel like you can build off of this loss. The intense emotions are going to come out either way, but you get to decide where you're going, what you're going to do with that intensity, or where you are going to project it. And it's one of those decisions. Do I choose good or evil? Am I going to do the right thing, or am I going to do the not the right thing, knowing it's not the right thing? And if you truly are doing what you genuinely think is right, don't worry too much about the decision, because your intention does matter. And the universe knows what you intend. And I don't believe that if you don't ignore the signs, the warnings, that the universe would punish you for trying your best, for being human. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Prism of Visions Tarot to see what else there is to come through for you, and how it relates to the number 885. I was wanting to say the number 883, so if you feel called to watch that reading, or if it felt, you really resonated with it before, this is confirmation. But I have the 6 of Cups. The recording's a little bit awkward here because my phone is in an orientation that I don't usually put it in. But this card is a very, very clear confirmation of encouragement to find closure, to reconnect with your inner child and what there is to appreciate about life, about your experiences. I feel like someone here is in a dark time, and it's very important for you to seek out the light, no matter how dim or bright. And I love how that rhymed. Maybe you feel called to write, and I didn't mean for that to rhyme either. Maybe you want to write some poetry or something. You know, if that's what works for you to process this, I say do it. But this number 6 is about, it's confirmation of the choice between good and evil, the choice between self-love and self-destruction.